So how can Apple and Tesla become such innovative companies that can innovate so fast and dominate in their markets?
Hey Tom, it's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. First I want to say congratulations on your YouTube channel. Everybody needs to follow your YouTube channel. So what everyone needs to do is subscribe to Tom Peng. Great guy, great person. Tom, keep up the great work.
So you probably heard about this company called Apple, right? They make iPhone, iPad, MacBooks, and they're really a pioneer in their field, and people consider their products super high quality and very good, right? You may not heard of this company called Tesla, which is not really in Vietnam, but in North America, a lot of people drive Tesla cars because they're really the first mass-produced electric cars. And, they're actually really, really fast. They're much faster than gas-powered cars, and they're actually very good. There's a lot of features that you cannot find in regular cars, but you can find them in Tesla, including self-driving mode. The car can actually drive itself, right? So these are very innovative companies. Apple with iPhone, iPad, awesome operating systems. Tesla with, electric cars that can drive itself. These are very, very, very innovative companies. So how did they get to become so innovative, and how can they innovate so fast and basically just beat their competitors, basically leave them in the dust, right? How can they do it? So today I'm going to offer you, a few insights into why they are the companies that they are, right? What is their differentiating, characteristics that made them so good, right? So one, I really want to look at the leaders, right? So when you look at Steve Jobs for Apple and Elon Musk for Tesla, right? Let's talk about Steve first, right? Steve Jobs is a total asshole, right? He's an asshole to employees. He's an asshole to vendors. He's an asshole to partners. He's an asshole to customers even, he doesn't really care about what the customers want. He has a very, long-term vision, and he wants to build that vision, right? So, he's a total asshole, and, he will say fucking shit. In my other videos, I talked about, stories about Steve Jobs. Some of my, associates have experience with Steve Jobs, and, they share a lot of those stories. Steve Jobs is an asshole, period. He is very, very, strict and, abusive even with employees. And, but we don't remember that. People don't remember that. People remember him as a legend, as a visionary. Steve has, very strong work ethics, right? So he works super long hours. He's constantly working. If he's not sleeping, he's working, right? And he's very aggressive with partners, with employees. If the employees doesn't deliver what he wants, he will throw tantrums, right? He will have a very bad day. The employee will have a very bad day, right? And these are all documented. You don't have to believe me. You can go Google. You can go find YouTube videos about Steve Jobs. These are all true. And Steve also abandoned his own daughter and, girlfriend because, they don't measure up to Steve Jobs' standards, right? Steve Jobs wants everything to be perfect, and he sees, the girlfriend and the daughter as not being perfect. So, Steve did not want to acknowledge them. That's another whole story that I will not get into here. But Steve is an asshole, right? But also, he worked really, really, really hard on his vision. He had a really grand vision, and he will do anything. He will do everything. He will not stop until he gets what he wants. From employees, from vendors, from partners, from everybody. They want to build, let's say, the iPhone or the iPad. And Steve says, when can the engineering team deliver this? And the engineering team went to do estimates, and then they come back to Steve and says, well, we can do it in 12 months. And Steve's like, no, you're going to do it in 6 weeks. And the engineering team's like, we can't do it in 6 weeks. It's not possible. It's not humanly possible. And Steve's like, no, it is possible, right? What are you willing to sacrifice, right? So it is possible if you sacrifice, family time, if you sacrifice coffee time, if you sacrifice, going home at 6 o'clock, if you're willing to give up those things, if the team is willing to work late, work on weekends, nonstop, sacrifice family time, sacrifice friendship time, sacrifice, going to the kids' baseball game. If you're willing to sacrifice those things, if the team is willing to sacrifice those things, you can deliver it in 6 weeks, right? And the team does it because they also believe in Steve's vision, right? So the team works really, really hard, in Apple, and they can deliver products very, very fast. And they're always very innovative. They're always the first one to come out with, new products, new features, things that nobody has thought of. When iPhone came out, it was revolutionary, right? And Steve Jobs is the number one salesperson at Apple. When Steve does like a product presentation, it's not just a product presentation, it's a sales pitch. And we're all blown away by Steve's presentation, right? He's a salesperson. But most importantly, he has a team that's willing to make the sacrifice. And that's why, Apple can innovate so fast and deliver, incredible products in such fast speed, right? And when Steve launched the product in their, product launch event, he always thanks the engineers. He thanks the engineers, he appreciates them, and, he acknowledges the sacrifice the whole team has to make. He apologizes to the wives of the engineers, right? Because people really do have to make those sacrifices in order for Apple to deliver all those products, right? So let's go to another story. Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk, I don't know, go Google him, go find videos of him talking, right? And what you will notice is that under his eyes, right, there's like a big droopy bag, black bags underneath his eyes. The guy probably doesn't sleep or sleeps very little. And when he was building Tesla, right, most of the manufacturing, the lithium battery in Tesla cars are manufactured in China. And in order to make sure that the Chinese manufacturers deliver the parts, he flew to China. He was sleeping on the factory floor. He was just sleeping there, making sure that those things are delivered, right, on time, to quality. And that is the level of commitment the leaders have to put into their companies in order for those companies to be super successful. And Tesla is a super successful company. Elon Musk worked really, really, really hard. There's definitely no question about how much Elon Musk worked. He always looks tired, right? But even though he looks tired when he talks about Tesla, when he talks about SpaceX, you can see the, energy, you can see the, excitement. He is also a salesperson. When he launched his products, Tesla, or the most recent Tesla trucks, he is also a very good communicator. When he presented the Tesla truck, it's really a sales pitch. And I think everybody was blown away by what that truck can do, right? Same thing happened in Tesla, right? So when Elon Musk presented the idea to the team, the engineering team at Tesla, said, hey, we need to build this car, right? How long do you need? And the engineers are like, we need like 12 months. And Elon Musk is like, nope, you got 6 weeks, all right? And they did it. They did it in 6 weeks. People think they need 12 months because they're factoring, going home at 6, like 6-hour work days, going home at 6, hour and a half lunch. Cannot sacrifice those things. Yeah, it'll take 12 months. But if the team is willing to sacrifice those things, we're not going to have hour and a half lunch. We're not going to go home at 6. We're going to work until it's done, and we're going to make this thing happen. If the team is committed, then it can happen in 6 weeks. It's all about how much is the team willing to make the sacrifice. Not just the leader, not just Elon Musk or Steve Jobs themselves, but also their teams, right? When their teams are committed, they're, share the same vision and they want to make it happen and they're willing to make the sacrifices, it will happen. That's why Tesla can deliver, incredible cars. Like I don't want to go through the whole car series, but change the automotive industry like completely because, they have motivated, driven teams that are willing to work very hard. And Elon Musk does the same thing. When they launch the product, Elon Musk thanks the engineers, their families for the sacrifices that they make. So, what about your company, right? If you run a company, are your employees with you? Are they willing to make the sacrifices with you? If you work for a company, do you believe in the company vision? Are you willing to, invest your time and energy and make the sacrifices to help your company succeed, right? If not, then you're in the wrong company, right? Maybe you should change. The worst thing that, you can do for yourself is to work for somebody or a company that you're not inspired by, right? If you don't really care about the company you work for, you're in the wrong company. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Find something you're truly passionate about. If you're not passionate about your work, dude, you work for such a long time, right? Every day you work at least 8 hours a day. Find something exciting. Find something that, excites you to do. Rather than find a company you don't care about, you hate, you're just there for the paycheck, you just want to work 9 to 5, and you hate the company, you always want to go home at 6, you're just counting the time when you're at the office. If that is your life, you need to get out of that company, right? Don't fucking waste your life. Find something more exciting. Find something more worthy of your time, right? I only want, really motivated, driven employees that want to help my company succeed. Because, when we succeed, they will succeed as well. Back to Apple and, Tesla, all those people that work really hard with Steve and Elon, especially, in the case of Apple, right? All those employees, they have stock option plans, right? So when Apple became like $1 billion company multiplied by 100, they're probably like close to $1 trillion now in, like capitalization. Those employees have stock option plans and they're probably worth several $million now, right? So they put in the hard work and the company succeeds and they also get the benefit out of it, right? Because they own a little piece of the company and, they also become millionaires, right? That's why I say, entrepreneurship is actually the fastest way to make money, not stock market or real estate. Find a company you believe will grow in the next 3 to 5 years, like really grow, and join that company, learn skills, help that company succeed, make sure the company shares that success with you through a stock option plan. And that is really, one of the fastest way to make money. A lot of the people at Facebook, a lot of the people at Google, a lot of people at, Microsoft, they become millionaires, tens of millions of dollars just by being an employee, working there, but putting in their heart and soul, making those companies successful and, benefit from the stock option plan, right? So in summary, Apple and Tesla can innovate so fast and become market leaders. They have strong leaders that don't give a shit, that don't take shit. They make people do things. And they have a team that's willing to make the sacrifice to make things happen. And those are the real, true reasons why these companies succeed. You can have a great vision, but if you don't have the people to make it happen, then it's just a dream, right? So when you have a great vision and you have the team to make it happen, that's when you are going to build a great company. Take fucking action and think about who's working for you and think about who you're working for and where's the passion, where's the enthusiasm, are you willing to make the sacrifice, and don't be a fucktard.